Hello everybody. Today we're going to practice translations using a ruler. And first of all, we know that this is going to be a translation because C and D are parallel and we're doing a composite reflection. So I'm going to start with part A and I'm going to do this composite reflection in pencil. So this is telling us that we want to reflect this figure WXYZ over the line C, then the line D. So that means from C to D, we want to be going in this direction. Okay, so now we figured out which way we're going to slide or translate this figure. Now we just need to figure out by how much. And the way I'm going to find out how much is by measuring the distance from line C to D, and that is 1.6 centimeters. We know from our previous video that in order to find the distance this is going to translate, we just double it. So 1.6 doubled is going to be 3.2 centimeters. So now I need to take each one of these points and translate them 3.2 centimeters in this direction. And make sure that we line up our ruler so that it's perpendicular. Okay? So right now my ruler is not lined up very nicely because it's a little crooked, so I just need to move it so it's lined up nicely. 3.2 is going to be right here. I'm going to put a point, label that as W double prime, and I want to put my right angle symbol and show that I measured 3.2 centimeters. And I'm going to do the same thing for point X. So 3.2 centimeters, X double prime, and yes, I measured that right angle. And Y prime, prime, it's going to be right on that line. And then Z double prime. And then we want to connect our points. And the shape should look exactly the way it did when we started, and we're just kind of sliding it up to this position. So what if I wanted to do this composite reflection, but reflect over line D first, then the line C? So I'm going to do this composite reflection in red because it's going to be a little bit different. Instead, we're going to reflect over D, then C. So starting from D going towards C, that would be in this direction. And the distance between these lines is still 1.6, which means I'm still going to measure 3.2 centimeters, but instead of going towards D, I'm going to go away from it. I'm going to go this way. Okay, so to do this, I want to still make sure that my ruler is lined up really nicely with these lines of reflections. So this one's a little bit more challenging. So I'm going to measure 3.2 and then move my ruler until it's lined up really nicely. So there's Z double prime. Going to do the same thing for Y. So I'm going to line it up at 3.2 and then move my ruler around a little bit until it is lined up perfectly with our lines of reflections. Oops. That's Y double prime. Do the same for X. And then lastly for Y. 3.2 and line it up nicely. To right here. Okay, so now I've got my 4 image points. I just need to connect them And again, I can see that this shape is just sliding down to here by a distance of 3.2 centimeters. And that's how you do a translation, by measuring the distance between the parallel lines, doubling it, and then making sure that you're measuring at a 90-degree angle to the lines of reflection. The most important thing here is to make sure that you're going in the right direction. So the red translation was reflect over D, then C, so I know I had to go in this direction. And then the one in pencil, reflect over C, then D, so from C to D, I know I need to go in this direction. So just watch out for that. Thanks for watching.